Good morning, everybody. Patrick Mitchell here. It's what day of the week is it? I think it's Saturday. Saturday, June 3rd. Yeah, I think it's June 3rd. I lose track of my days. It is Saturday, June 3rd, or June 2nd, excuse me. Saturday, June 2nd. Getting ready to start part 9 of the video here. I'm to the point now where I've added a little bit of stuff to it off video, as far as kind of a flow of how I want the song to go. But I'm to the point now where I've got to do some more track laying, putting more stuff down, so I can make it a little more interesting than it is. Still haven't been able to touch bases with anybody as far as bringing them in to help out with the writing process, but I'm still working on it, and I hope to get a couple of friends of mine. One of my friends, a very good friend, I've known him since just after high school. His name is Sean. He lives in Henderson, and he is probably one of the biggest geeks I know as far as recording and just techie type stuff. He's very, very smart, and he is actually a phenomenal lead guitar player as well. So I'm going to actually try and bring him in and do some of the leads on this song, and maybe we can do some dueling leads at some point and, make it sound interesting. Then the other guy I'm trying to get a hold of is Brian. He's been a musician for a very long time. Was actually the one that sold me my first digital recorder, and I used to work with him. We'd work out on movie and TV sets, and he's just a really good guy, and he is a phenomenal musician, and he's actually a piano player. And I know this song kind of doesn't sound like it has piano in it, or there could be room for piano, but I actually do think there are parts of it that would benefit from a piano. And if I can't get a hold of him, then maybe I'll just play the piano myself and see what I can come up with. But I think this video is going to be dedicated to some of the writing process of more of the rhythm guitar. In the last video, as you know, I led up into what I thought we were going to do, and then I decided, you know what, I don't like any of these bass tracks. I'm just going to redo them all. So that's what I did. And you guys just saw a piece of that process. It was basically one line that I worked on for at least 30 minutes to try and work out and record, and I kept getting it wrong, and it just never was right until 30 minutes later, and I was able to squeeze it down into a 12-minute video that I put out. But this time I think I'm gonna start writing some of the rhythm guitar. There's one track of rhythm guitars on here that's just annoying as all hell. I don't like it at all. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep it. I might just throw the whole thing away and redo that. One of the rhythm guitars isn't bad. I think I might be able to use that and play with it and bring it in at certain points, but this is going to be more of the writing process for the song, and I'll try and limit this video to something that's not going to make you go, I'm leaving, this is boring. Try and make it funny. What I try and do is I try and forget the camera is there, and I try and record. Maybe at some point I'll even bring my brother over, and he can engineer for me. That's the biggest thing with writing and trying to record, is I don't have an engineer. I have to do everything. So if I get something wrong, it means I gotta put my pick down or grab it in such a way, and then manipulate the computer and everything it's doing to record. It makes it so much easier with an engineer who just knows, I tell him if I want to keep it or not, and then he moves on and he can set it all up. my brother, I've shown him a couple things, and he actually engineered for me once, and it actually worked out really well because I was able to concentrate more on the writing process, and I banged it out really quick. And it took a couple takes like it always does, but I was able to nail it. But either way, we're gonna start. I'm gonna start doing some rhythm guitar, and we'll go from there and see what we can come up with. So stay tuned. What's up, man? Well, I've decided while the guitar player and the piano player, or should I say piano players, are listening to these tracks and trying to figure something out, that I would sit behind this piano and try and figure out something on my own. So here we go. A little chocolate almond milk. Where is the reverb? I don't want any reverb effects. Oh, boom, pop, snap, crackle. Recording is hard. Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. We'll cut that. Well, good morning. It's July 7th. I still haven't heard anything from my lead guitar player I should say, and or the piano players. So really want to start moving this thing along. It's just hard to line up on everybody's schedule, and it's great when it happens, but when it doesn't, it can be frustrating. So again, I'll probably be putting all these parts together myself, and we'll just go from there and see what happens. But either way, I think that's all I got to report for today. I'm going to mess with this for a little while, and it's the beginning of monsoon season, so if we get a storm that rolls through later on, I will be not doing this, I can tell you that. But either way, we're going to keep going with this song and see if we can finish it by the end of this month. That's my new goal, finishing it by the end of the month.